Hi, everybody. This is Angelique Tong from Let Love Come to You, and I just had an interview with JP Walsh, one of our relationship experts on gender issues and spirituality. He teaches on a lot of different subjects, but the subject that we asked him to talk to us about today was why men should grab their balls. So, and of course, I was glued to my chair listening to GP and asking him loads and loads of questions from the feminine perspective, from the masculine perspective, and from, just from a cultural perspective as well. GP, can you give us a little bit of insight as to what listeners can expect when they're going to listen to our interview?
Boy, well, we really covered the gamut. We started out with grabbing the balls and ended up with the oneness of divinity, which actually is expressive of the life of a man. I mean, he covers all aspects of that and everything in between, which is exactly what we did. We covered the relationship of men with women, why they're so different, why men are simple, which women just
I didn't get. I didn't get that, but okay, that's another interview.
Why men are just so very simple, which is why women don't understand them, because they think they're as complex as they are, and we're not. We're actually a very simple critter. We went into our current society and how messed up it is, and how men have lost touch with the society. No longer demands from men that which it normally used to do, just because of the fact we've dominated nature now. And so without nature being what nature used to be, the natural male qualities we're sitting in cubicles and in offices rather than out chasing wildebeest, which is much more suitable for us. We kind of got into the whole law of attraction thing and how to actually work with the energy, how to explore the inner territory. And for men, the need to courageously face their own feelings. Men are taught to shut down their feelings from childhood, and what they really need to do is to courageously find out how they actually feel, to liberate all of them, so that they can be as tough as nails if they need to be, or as soft and nurturing as they need to be. They can be aggressive when they need to be, and resolute, and they can also be extremely flexible and compromising when they need to be, and when they know how to do each one of those.
Yes.
And of course, that's the wisdom that men eventually have to accumulate, and that means letting go of childhood archetypes, which we went over. The archetype of the superhero,
the brute,
right? To get in touch with the vulnerability that is the reality of life, which is where you really do discover your balls. When you can completely own your vulnerability, you begin to own your courage.
Yes.
And that's one of the biggest points that I try to make, because until you own your vulnerability, you're just pretending to be strong. You're living under the delusion that you're not vulnerable, and there's no such thing. Life is vulnerable. It's temporary. It's very fragile. Yes. To own that as a reality is to come in touch with who you actually are. Then you discover your courage. You're not trying to fight, get rid of vulnerability. You own it 100%, and now you do what you have to do. And that's balls. That's what it really means to grab your balls.
Yeah.
And so we covered that. We went off into the deeper questions of spirituality and discovering who you are. It really is about liberating who you are. That's what this life is really about. It's a process of learning who you actually were, which has been covered up by all that you learned you had to be in order to survive as a child, to become functional within all the various systems that we're functional in. And if that's as far as you go, you have a very uninteresting life. But if you go beyond that, if you go back to that essence of who you are and learn not only to fight but to dance, and to be passionate with your life, not only to be disciplined and fulfill your commitments and your obligation, but to have a dream and to pursue it relentlessly, which is the path of genuine self-discovery. So we end up really with the highest masculine pursuit, which is that of the deepest spiritual inquiry. It's no accident that in the archetypal mythologies, beyond the king is that of the magician, and beyond that is that of the sage.
Absolutely.
the wisest elder, um, the one who understands it all. And their whole life now is all about just educating those who are coming after.
And
which
I
is
think,
very close to my heart because I'm one
yeah.
of those.
I
I'm one of the
think
elders.
I think one of the things we also discussed is the deeper reason why it is so important for why when a man grabs his balls, actually everybody benefits, and how to understand when they are not stepping up
Yes.
to actually owning up their blessing and their gift, which is their full masculinity. And what happens then with the relationship with women, but also the relationships with their happiness, their purpose, and the meaning that they could find in their work. And I think we also touched upon how men can actually recognize when they are not grabbing their balls.
Yes, and that is
Yes.
absolutely critical. I mean, men are taught that to be a good man is to do what you're supposed to do, follow all the rules, color within the lines, and exactly the opposite is true. To be a good man, you have to be true to yourself, and to claim that territory makes you a better man. It makes you more productive. It makes you more powerful. You do more. You are more. You
Yeah.
contribute more, and the end
Yeah.
result is women feel secure. Women feel safe as a result of it to be who they are, because that's the man's job is to be the protector. That's the job that life gave us. I didn't choose that, right? I mean, that was just given to me because that's the nature of the masculine role. And so to step up to that and to fully own that, and that means in this day and age protecting everything, because it's not just my tribe anymore. Because all the tribes have gotten so powerful, we're going to wipe out the whole planet, right? So now that capacity to protect expands to a level that men never dreamed of before. And that's a calling that really can reach right into the heart of a man and make him connect to something really meaningful and purposeful. And that's what it means to own who you are. Totally.
Yeah, yeah. So thank you so much, JP, for this trailer into our interview. And so I'm inviting people to actually just sign up for the summit, and so that they can hear this wonderful interview that we had on this very, very controversial subject of why men should grab their balls. Yes.
Men listening to this, don't question it. Just sign up, okay? Just do it.
You'll be happy for it.
Come
You'll be
on.
happy for it. Yeah.
Come on. You
Yes.
don't question it. Forget that. You know it. You know it. You know what you need. Do it.
Thank you so much, EP. We're looking forward to airing the interview. Thank you so much. Bye bye.
Bye.